champion. And at this time, let's get this party started! Snakebite! Peter!
Well, that's livened things considerably, as you'd expect from Peter Wright. So we are right to go for semi-final one. A man who knows all about a big occasion, Mark Bosnich. We've got him back for commentary to start things off this evening. He's alongside Stuart Pike. Evening, gents.
Yeah, hello, Adam. Thank you very much. Mark Bosnich was singing during the first walk-on, dancing during the second. We'll let him get his breath back. But yeah, Peter Wright looking to win a World Series event for the very first time. Hasn't been playing at his very best, but yeah, what a quarter-final night it was. Peter Wright winning in a last leg decider, and Gurney surviving a comeback against Gary Anderson, which probably should have gone to a last leg decider. But Gurney in the World Series on merit, and in the Melbourne semi-final on merit. Taylor against Whitlock to come. Wright against Gurney to get us underway. Sunday night, finals night here in Melbourne.
Good evening to you, Stuart. Thanks for that introduction as well, Adam Peacock, and good afternoon and good morning to the people all around the world. Judgment night tonight. We had a wonderful night of darts last night. We've had, what, 6 tournaments now, I think, here in Australia. And for me, I've been to 4 of them, and live, that James Wade-Simon Whitlock game was the best game, the most exciting that I have seen.
Yeah, the crowd really got into it, didn't they? And partisan as they were, as they should be, to support the Aussie number one, Simon Whitlock. He's to come, hoping to upset Phil Taylor in our second semi-final. But here we go, all matches tonight, first to 11 to go through to the final. And the final also best of 21 legs.
And Stuart, you picked pretty much every game last night in terms of the victor, and also how many legs it would go. Amazing it was last night. 10-9, 10-9, 10-9, and a 10-8. But like you said, last game probably should have went to 10-9 as well. Any predictions tonight, Nostradamus?
Well, you put me on the spot. I reckon Peter Wright will win this one. 11-7, 11-8. And Phil Taylor, the Aussie fans won't like me saying it to beat Simon Whitlock. Gurney have something to say about that. Expect a few 180s in this match, you know.
Yep, 6 to 180 as well for Gurney throughout the tournament. Of course, there's the only one in that first night. Here we go. We'll come back. Only one in that opening night to have a whitewash when he won 6-0 over Dave Marlin. But like you said last night, Gary Anderson was a lot of people's favourites to win this tournament and prevailed over him, 10-8. And I know you think Peter Wright will win, but I think Gurney is the real dark horse.
Well, let's see as Peter Wright looks at double 6. Well done.
For the first line, Peter Wright. And they go to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, I just expect this to be high-scoring, high-octane tungsten here in Melbourne. Peter Wright, by the way, has gone back to the old faithful. Let's have a look at these darts. We'll have a look at them over the next couple of throws from Snakebite, but we all know how he mucks around with his darts and chops and changes. Well, these are the old faithful, the oldest darts that he possesses. He hasn't used them since the Premier League back in the UK, all the way back in May when He should have won. Mismatched darts against Michael van Gerwen. Oh, we should have won that night.
100.
Still hurts, but the darts from then are the darts for now. And he promises he won't change mid-match.
Well, we saw him change his style in that opening round win that he had.
Absolutely.
Over Phil Matheson when he won 6-2, but I thought he showed great character last night. 2 legs to 0 down, third leg throws a 15. Should have lost that one, would have been 3, and comes back in the mid-game way and wins 6 straight legs. I thought, like I said to you, tremendous character Peter Wright showed.
Yeah, no experimenting with darts tonight, no experimenting with new
60.
throwing styles. Same style. Same style and same old darts. No doubt who the Aussie crowd are behind.
Now you recall 120.
So Shanghai on the 20s. Yeah, tops for Gurney.
Oh. 100. You recall 101.
Treble 20. The treble 19 would lead the double 12 to double his lead.
Got it. Super finishing by Peter Wright. Gets himself off to a flyer.
The leg pieces you throw first.
Peter Wright. This is his 22nd World Series event. Never won one. Will it all change
140.
in Melbourne tonight? He lost both finals, both World Series finals we've seen in Glasgow. Also losing finals in Dubai and Japan.
43.
Hasn't enjoyed the best of runs in the main in the overseas World Series events. Can that all change tonight, I wonder?
85.
Perfect for Gurney.
100.
Not sure what happened there. I don't think he is.
Just very focused tonight, Peter Wright.
Yeah. He is. He's playing really, really well, and it's you know, he should go 3-0 up here, and just makes it even more puzzling. You know, why on earth would you even think about changing darts that have brought you so much success? Why on earth would you even think about changing your throw when it's been so natural for so long? But hey, that's what he is. That's what he does.
Maybe coming back to what you said about him not actually winning a major championship just yet, he's maybe looking for just that little bit. You know, when it gets to this level in sport, you're looking for the little bit, the little 1% is half percentage. You think if this can just improve me that little bit, I might be able to make that final step.
Well, he finally broke his duck with winning that elusive first TV title back in March, the UK Open, and he was the best player all weekend. But you know, he used these darts then. It just
140.
I don't know. I just, you know, I talked to him quite a lot about it. We joke about it. I was talking with him at breakfast. Look at these darts. Look at this average. 113 average from Peter Wright in this semi-final.
Well, that's the biggest 3-dart average that we've had in the tournament so far.
Yeah, and at breakfast this morning in the hotel in Melbourne, what darts are you going to use tonight? And I'll surprise you later. So are they going to be the same ones you used last night and the night before? No. So, you know, I guess it's whatever you're comfortable with, but, you know, Rod Harrington's
100.
It really annoys him that players change and chop and change, especially changing darts, which has been so successful.
Yeah.
96.
Anyway, he's 3-0 up, he's averaging 111, and he's playing beautifully. Needs this.
140. Video 161.
Another chance here for Peter Wright.
Was worst visit of the semi-finals so far.
Video 109.
Well, he's already taken out 101 to break the Gurney throw. That's unlucky, can't finish now. Just a millimetre or two away from that treble 20. So Gurney to get a much-needed leg on the board.
There he is. Derry Man is back in it.
140. $55.
I was looking on the internet a little earlier, and
Oh, here we go. There's always trouble when Stuart looks on the internet, and normally it surrounds me. What did you see this
with
time?
Mark Bosnich scoring a goal and not an own goal either.
No, it was a penalty. World Cup qualifier, would you believe? Against, I think it was American Samoa. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it was probably
Solomon
back
Islands.
Oh,
maybe?
Solomon Islands, that's right, back in 1997.
The
Wow,
days of black and white telly.
20, was it? That's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, we're winning 12-0, so I wasn't particularly brave to go up and take it. Like, I remember Dwight York at the time, who was over in Australia with me, and he turned around and said, I'd like to go see you to take one when you're 1-0 down or 0-0. And he's exactly right. I felt sorry for the goalkeeper in the I thought, imagine how you'd feel. Yeah, you just conceded 12 and you got the opposition goalkeeper coming to smack one against you.
Goalkeepers Union.
Went out the window that night, Stuart.
$60.
Well, 12 points between them in the averages. Gurney will improve. He'll have to if he's going to get close to Peter Wright.
95. Video 141.
Well,
Gurney played in the last match of last night, and obviously Peter Wright played in the first match. Would that have any effect at all?
I don't think so. I really don't. Still rested up today.
89.
But if anything, Gurney comes to the stage on a high after beating Gary Anderson again.
97.
So right here, looking for
Video
4-1.
52.
Yep. Here we go. Marker. Here we go. Wonderful start from Peter Wright.
Game on.
Yep, still averaging 100. Still playing very well. With darts that he's obviously very comfortable with.
100.
Yeah, but Daryl Gurney's victory over Gary Anderson becoming a bit of a nemesis for the Scot. His third inside a month. Beat him at the US Darts Masters, beat him at the World Match Play, beat him now in Melbourne. Get unlucky with the dart into the treble one.
140.
Gurney improving. Well, not on the finish, but it shouldn't matter too much. Great setup from Gurney.
60. Gary requires 32.
Very good. Yeah, 13 darter. Gurney's best leg.
Getting better.
Important leg before the break.
Very important.
60.
And only 60 to start off for Peter Wright. Good darts from Wright.
He'll be wanting to go in at 5-2.
100.
For me last night, that match between Whitlock and Wade was amazing, an amazing atmosphere as well. And I was going to ask you for later on, I mean, I thought the crowd played a major part. I mean, he was 9-7 down, comes back and wins the last three, and against Phil Taylor, we saw the amount of respect the Australian audience has for Phil Taylor
Inspired.
in his match against Cadby, you know?
Yeah, inspired, absolutely. I think Whitlock may need the crowd a little later. Darryl Gurney doesn't need any help with a second 180. Now the pressure really is on Peter Wright. Biggest and most important moments of this semi-final so far. Left himself only the ball. Well, when he hit the single four, he looked in all sorts of trouble. But not a bit of it. Peter Wright is very much in the mood here. This is a cracking semi-final here in Melbourne. And Wright with the advantage. Remember, first to 11, Wright leads 5-2. First semi-final with some impressive numbers as well. Peter Wright and Darryl Gurney. It's Peter Wright in charge at the moment, leading 5-2. Some great finishing, some great scoring. Gurney coming back into it, but unable to put a dent in the progress of Peter Wright. Mark Bosnich has gone for a glass of water. Rod Harrington has had a glass of water, and he joins me here in commentary. And we know that Rod gets, how should we say, peeved at players swapping and changing their darts. The first thing he said when he walked into the commentary box was commenting on Peter Wright going back to his old darts. Couldn't help yourself, but you're right.
Well, we said so many times, Stu, you know, when he's played so brilliantly with this set, why didn't he stick with it? Just because you have a bad day, you know, that's just it. You're a human being. Some things are going to happen, and you just walk away. Right, bad day at the office. Let's get back at it tomorrow. But certainly, you know, the way Peter Wright's darts has been going the last 6 weeks, 2 months, have been very indifferent. But he's come out in this semi-final, and he's found the treble 20 from the start and a good percentage on doubles. And now Darryl Gurney's going to have to really pull out some big numbers if he's going to get back at Peter Wright here.
Well, Wright is just playing with purpose. You know what I mean?
Well, it's confidence, isn't it?
But he looks like the old Peter Wright. Peter Wright that's been very successful. Peter Wright that won the UK Open, that should have won the Premier League, but
60.
Well, if you look at the stats coming into this match, this man, Darryl Gurney, to me was the favourite. Of course, Peter has got out of the gate rather sharpish and got a nice little lead. And now all he has to do is hold on to his throw. His 2 breaks up. That will be history for Darryl Gurney.
97. You've gone 161.
I think he's left 161 at least 3 times during this semi-final.
130.
I like that shot, although he's hit the bullseye. He's still going to come back with 2 darts at a double if Gurney does not take this out. Now he wants double top. There you go. So now Peter Wright will get 2 darts at a double for another breaker throw. And 6-2, you would say it's going to be tough. Oh, what a good last dart from Peter Wright. All set up for he hit the bullseye, living at 25. That would have left him 56. Still 2 darts at the double, but he played the percentages there, Stu, and that's what you've got to do in those sort of situations.
Hey, Rodney looks a different player.
60.
Because Peter Wright
60.
won the darts in the practice room, through first, broken Gurney twice, so Gurney now has to break Peter Wright 3 times. And you have to say, at the moment,
60.
it doesn't look likely. But you never know.
140.
Well, 2 things have got to happen. Peter Wright's going to come off the top of his form a smidgen. And Daryl Gurney's got to start getting this first dart in the top of the treble like he did against Gary Anderson last night.
98.
The old darts, the old throw, certainly look like they're working.
The old Peter Wright.
58. Peter 101.
Took this out to break the Gurney throw in the second leg.
Area 145.
Gurney's just leaving himself too much on these sort of games, you know, out of 145. You're only going to take 1 in 20 out of those. He's kind of making it very easy for Peter Wright to really storm into a lead, and this will be 7-2. 7-2 it is. It may only have just been in, but it certainly counts. And no one expected this.
You just get the feeling, I certainly get the feeling that the best way of putting it is that Peter Wright's just 1 dart ahead all the time.
Well, that's typical Gurney's game at the moment in this match. He just can't find the first dart range. Daryl Gurney is a player that needs the first dart in the perfect position. If he does that, then he's going to hit a lot of 180s, a lot of 140s. But if the first dart's not there, he doesn't very often find a 140 from that dart.
A penny for Gary Anderson's thoughts.
60.
There'll be, well, I know. Why on earth can't Gurney play like this against me?
$100.
7 out of 11 on the doubles. Peter Wright has doubled his checkout percentage in the previous 2 games.
Well, there's a little bit of frustration in the Gurney throw, and especially in his walk. The demeanour does not look good. And I was Peter Wright, I'd be just catching an eye on that and thinking, I've got you. That'll give you extra confidence. Now, that's one of the first times we've seen the perfect dart from Daryl Gurney.
140. They do 121.
Should go for that 25 again.
97.
With confidence enough to go for the treble 20, isn't he? But Gurney needs the ball. This could change things.
139.
Well, great effort.
24.
We're just talking about how well he's been finishing.
Well, Gurney puts 3 legs on the board, but it's only a hold and throw. He's now got to find 180s in these legs against the throw. And I hope that Peter Wright doesn't throw 12 dart legs. And with this sort of start...
15 140s, Rob. You have to hit a maximum, but when he's hitting that many 140s, it becomes academic.
Well, when you're hitting 15 140s, you're only hitting 12 tons. That just shows you how well Peter Wright is scoring right from the start. Taking the game to Daryl Gurney. There we have it. 15 to 12.
95.
Well, it should be 8-2, shouldn't it?
See, from those darts, you know, the most he's getting most of the time is only a ton. And against the throw, and the way Peter Wright's playing, that's just not enough. He's got to start getting this first dart right.
140.
Can't finish now.
100.
The last dart was thrown in anger and frustration from Gurney.
Well, Peter Wright's sensible there. The normal shot
94.
is the 19s to leave a bullseye, but looking at Gurney on 2-4-1, he just set it up, get the 8th leg under my belt. I'm not worried about big checkouts at the moment. I just want to make that final. And that's good professional darts from Wright. Well, the crowd love to see the bullseye. Peter Wright loves to see the double 16. We never predicted this one, Stu, did we?
100.
I said earlier I fancied Peter Wright here, but not by this margin. Not Big Gurney's 9. Peter Wright, to be fair, hasn't let him get into the game, has he?
100. 57.
He should have switched after the first dart. I mean, that was crazy. It's so low. And that's when, you know, we can see the way Gurney's walking back with his head down, his shoulders are rolling. It's that little bit of, oh, it's not my night,
60.
so that's the way it is.
He looks resigned to his fate.
Exactly right. And that's why these darts are going low. He's had so many in this match.
96.
Against Gary Anderson, the amount of times he put the first dart right in the top of the treble. Of course, he was finding 180s, 140s from them all the time. But these low darts, he cannot find. Well, he's lucky to find a ton from them.
100.
A perfect example of what you were saying. Peter Wright in charge still.
There we go, 68. Here go 141.
Well, this shot, players leave quite a bit. Don't take it out too often. However, Paul Wright, he was mad with himself there.
I think he, well, I know, he thought it was in when the dart left his hand.
94. There we go, 16. It's over. No good. As he repeated his reverse. Game on.
Three legs still to be won
100
for Peter Wright.
I just don't know why Daryl, you know, even that dart, you'd still see the treble, but it's so low and left. why doesn't he go straight down to the 19s? It's an open target. And if he's low on the treble 20, going down to the 19s, you will not normally be low on those 19s. It isn't so far to pitch the dart. You're aiming down instead of aiming up.
60.
Gurney is not a happy chappy, let's put it that way.
Peter Wright's been around enough, Stuart, and I certainly would do the same. If I see the way Gurney's walking back, the way he looks dejected, I would think, right, I've got you. Now this is the time I'm going to punish you and finish this game off.
96.
You can see that demeanour, you know, never show weakness in front of your opponent. It just gives him confidence. And Gurney's doing it all the time. He needs to learn this. You know, he's come on leaps and bounds over the last 2 years.
36.
There's still little things you have to pick up.
Well, a chance here maybe for Gurney. 36 scored by Peter Wright.
137.
Just the door is open just a little. Shouting at the board. Got a chance.
Yes, he has. And if he doesn't take it out, just set it up, because Wright may only have one dart at a double. No, he's not done any damage whatsoever. So Peter Wright to go 2 legs away from a final place here in Melbourne.
Double 6.
2
brilliant darts.
Peter Wright will be back down to throw first. Game on. 96.
After seeing this performance, Peter Wright's wife Jo should just collect together all the other darts and chuck them in the bin. Chuck them in the bin, get rid of them.
Yeah, he's one that we haven't worked out really, have we?
60.
Most players we can work out, but Peter we can't. There's Kyle Anderson.
Kyle Anderson, a winner a week ago in Auckland, not to be in Melbourne, beaten by Simon Whitlock in the opening round.
100.
Kyle will be in Perth, as we all will. Perth Darts Masters starting next Friday.
100.
Look at that. My math tells me that that's 37 ton-plus scores to Peter Wright. Only 24 for Daryl Gurney. Well, it'll improve now for Gurney, but those 140s from Peter Wright have been punishing. Hasn't hit a 180, Peter Wright. Hasn't needed to.
And again, Daryl Gurney's dart is in the perfect place. He walks off with a 180, minimum 140 on that dart. But there's not enough of those first darts in the right position.
Double 4.
Yep.
61.
Open the door up for a breaker throw from Peter Wright. Took the 72 out cleanly. Treble 20, double 6. Now it's 16 for tops.
Too good in this semi-final. He has been too good.
Kissing flag, Peter to throw first. Game on.
One thing, Stu, the newcomers that come in the game, and we can put Michael Smith into this, and you know, years ago it was Adrian Lewis as well, and a few of the other youngsters. They never had a great B game, and Daryl Gurney tonight has not had a B game that he can win legs from, and that's why he's made it quite easy. Although Peter Wright has played pretty well, you know, it just isn't. See that, the head down. There's just no momentum there. We see that with Michael Smith the other night.
100.
I think, to be honest with you, from early on in this game, maybe for the 7th or 8th leg, as Gurney, you know, no pressure, finds a fifth 180, but it was the classic case of one man knowing he was going to win and the other knowing that he couldn't.
The thing is, Gurney's hit 5 180s, Peter Wright's
100.
0. But Gurney's not been following it up with good scores. This could be the first time he really follows it up with a good score.
105.
Gurney yet to break the Peter Wright throw. That says it all. Maybe this leg.
Oh, Peter Wright's not dead and buried. 2 trebles gives him the advantage. Gurney's got to take out the Shanghai.
105.
Straight ton for Peter Wright, so you think Gurney has got to take this out. Needs to find, again, the low first start.
100. If you require 100.
For the match. Will he go for 2 tops?
60.
A chance here for Darryl Gurney to break the Peter Wright throw for the first time in the match.
Let's go. If you require 40.
Well, those 3 darts summing up the semi-final for Darryl Gurney. And that dart summing up the semi-final for Peter Wright. He's into another World Series final, Peter Wright, as he chases his first World Series victory. And on that form, he's in with a real chance. Snakebite, the #2 seed, is through to the Melbourne final. And he will play either Phil Taylor or Simon Whitlock. Coming up next.
Final in the World Series in Australia with a dominant performance over Darryl Gurney in the first semi-final of the Melbourne Darts Masters. If that was a horse race, well, Peter Wright was out of the barriers 3 lengths clear of Gurney and he couldn't make up the ground. The double success over 50%, that's been rare this week in Melbourne. Just solid from the get-go, Peter Wright, through to the final. Happy. Here he is with Tara Rushton.
Peter, a huge congratulations. You've booked your spot into the final. Emphatic fashion, you've done it as well. You said you're up practicing since 8:30 a.m. Well, it paid off.
Yeah, obviously. But Darryl, Darryl didn't turn up like he did last night against Gary Anson. So I was very lucky. But I was very nervous out there. That's why I had to throw really slowly because I was like tight in the arm and everything. So I have to get back on the practice board and try and loosen my arm up and ready for the final.
What caused the nerves? Was it the change of darts? You did that again?
No, it's just, I don't know, it's just obviously in the semi-finals of the World Series, first time in Melbourne, there's a chance to lift a trophy before everyone else does. Scary.